Thank you for joining this Wind Down Wednesday. Today we are going to talk about what your sprints will be for the rest of the year as it pertains to marketing and business development for your law practice. And then we're going to talk a little bit about what you are going to be looking at and considering for Q1 of 2025. So right now you're at the end of the last quarter. You're getting there, very close to being at the end of the quarter. However, I know that there are a ton of things that perhaps you might have wanted to do, you might have wanted to achieve, but for whatever reason, you have not been able to achieve them. Not because you didn't want to, but for whatever reason, you didn't get to meet that goal. So the thing to do right now is not to sit and be disappointed in what you didn't achieve or what you didn't get done. But instead, let's spend this time going through the list and really determining what it is that you can achieve with the time that you have left in 2024. So if you have a list of things that are just not complete or perhaps they didn't get started, let's look at what can be done to, one, get them started and finished in what we have left of 2024. And then as a list B, a B list, let's look at those items that can get started now, and perhaps they might not get finished in 2024, but they will get finished perhaps early into 2025. But getting started with them right now, of course, will be beneficial for you. It's something that you know you need to do. So let's go ahead and get those things started. Then let's look at the things that are coming up for Q1 of 2025. What do you want to start the year off with? What do you want to be doing at the start of 2025 as it relates to marketing and business development for your law practice? Maybe there are goals that you have set for the 2025 entire 12-month year that you need to look at, you need to consider. So now you need to put those goals into quarters, right? Like, what of the goal do you want to have achieved by the end of quarter one? So your goal could be like a bigger goal, but within that goal, what would be a milestone that perhaps you can get to within Q1 of 2025? Write those things down, and now you're going to reverse engineer and talk about all the little things that you need to do in order for you to get to that initial milestone, right? So this is a part of strategy and development, and this is one of the things that I do for clients and help clients do. And of course, it's my job to teach the client how to do this on their own. Yes, in the beginning, I work with clients on how to do this and how to formulate a plan. However, essentially, it is very important that attorneys, whether they're running the law practice or perhaps they're looking at just their individual business development plans, they're able to use this type of strategic direction to build out their individual BD plans, and then of course ultimately feed them up into the bigger BD plan for the entire business. So for example, like I said, if you're looking at, all the big goals that you want for 2025, you write them all down, right? Then you're going to spend some time divvying up what of that large goal can get completed in Q1. Then you make a list for Q2, Q3, and Q4. Always remember that these lists are real-time lists. They are living, breathing lists, and they're lists that are going to be updated over time. Whether it's going to be that you add more to it, perhaps you take some away, maybe the environment changes in which you operate, perhaps the things in the environment change, and then you need to change direction, or you need to change path, or whatever the case may be that requires you to make a change. So the big takeaway here is make your big 2025 list, then make your Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 list to determine what it is that you want to achieve in each one of those quarters that feed up to the bigger goal, and then ensure that come Q1 on the first, you're ready to start it. But like I said, prior to 2025 being thought about, think about the end of 2024, determine what it is that you can do and start now and finish it before 2024. Prioritize those things first, and then look at those items that you can start in what is left of 2024 and perhaps complete them in early 2025. So that's all for Wind Down Wednesday today. Thank you so very much for joining. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you absorbing all this information and learning new things to apply in your practice. If there are any topics that you would like me to cover, please include it in the comments or send us an email. You can contact me directly by emailing me at Antonia, Antonia, at strategyacademy.us. And of course, on all of our social channels, feel free to send messages through there. We will respond. Somebody will get back to you. And of course, if you would like just to do coffee or perhaps to just catch up over a virtual meeting, that's welcomed as well. Thanks again for joining for Wind Down Wednesday. I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your week.